somebody's season is about to end. We got fourth round of the playoffs, and we got a lot to talk about. We got undefeated aces. We got power hitters. We got complete teams. We got games that feel like state championship matchups before we even near the state championship games. We even got teams that I think are unbeatable that we're about to talk about. I think we got some of the most complete teams in the state. We even get to talk about the number one team in the state. This is Trey Scott, and I'm about to give you your fourth round playoff preview and predictions. Before we start, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like, give me a comment, whatever. Show your support. This is all free to you guys. Here at Neuse Sports, we're looking to give local athletes all the coverage they need, but we're not going to get too much into that. Go to the YouTube, hit subscribe, and let's get it started. First game, we're starting with the girls on the softball side. And, man, we got a good one. Rosewood is facing North Duplin. Rosewood is number 5 seed, 14-6 on the season. Now, North Duplin is good. They're 15-1, number 1 seeded for a reason. They got here through beating number 17 West Columbus. Then they beat number 8 Camden County. North Duplin also defeated Rosewood twice in the year. Earlier in the year, they defeated them 12-0. Then the second matchup, they defeated them 6-2. That's not a fluke. That's separation. That shows, hey, we have done this to you twice. We have beat you already. Does that mean Rosewood cannot win? No, that does not mean that at all. Rosewood definitely has a chance. But on North Duplin side, they got some heavy hitters. They got some ballers. They got Lily Fulgham. Lily Fulgham is really, really, really good. She's hitting .644, 32 RBIs, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs. And it's not just her. Marissa Burnell, Willow Holmes, Graceland Higginbotham. And Higginbotham also is on the mound as well as Fulgham. These girls are good. These girls are really, 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 really good. They lost in the third round last year. 3 years ago, they were in the state championship. Luckily for Rosewood, they're gelling at the right time. They're gelling at the right time. St. John is balling. They're hitting. They got momentum. They're rolling. Ever since that midway game, they look like they've been the best team on the field every time they stepped on. So, I'm new to the predictions with the Rosewood people. Don't cut my head off. I'm definitely pulling for Rosewood. I got North Duplin winning this one. I'm going to be covering this game myself. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think it comes down to the end. I think this is a toss-up. But if I'm giving you an unbiased take, I think North Duplin pulls it out. But go Eagles. Come on, Rosewood. Let's see what they can do. All right, next matchup. Number 3, JH Rose is hosting number 7, Triton. Triton is 18-8. JH Rose is 18-7. Triton defeated Middle Creek, and then they defeated number 2 seed West Brunswick to get there. This is the first matchup between the two schools that I could find. Triton is 8-5 on the road, headed to Greenville. They got 7 girls hitting over 344. That's pretty amazing, and they're led by a lot of juniors and sophomores. Junior Bailey Johnson and Mackenzie Lucas have combined for 76 RBIs this season. Addie Stanley will be in the circle. She is pretty good. She's not dominant, but she's pretty good. And on the road side, you got Michelle Jenkins. She's been on fire. Sophomore star, hitting 387, 35 RBIs, 6 home runs. She's 2.66 ERA on the mound with 118 strikeouts in 113 innings. Go ahead and cut this one close. Hey, Rose is going to win this one. It's going to be tough, but they're going to fight through. Triton's not going to be able to handle Rose on the road. I got Rose winning. I think Jenkins is going to be too much for Triton to handle. All right, next matchup. Number 3, Farmville Central in the 3A side is traveling to McMichael to the other side of the state somehow in the east, who is 21-4 and is the number 2 seed. Farmville is 9-3 on the road. McMichael defeated Princeton 12-0 and Rosewood 6-1 to get there. McMichael is 11-1 at home. They got 5 girls hitting over 420 and 4 hitting over 500 with 4 with over 30 RBIs each. That's pretty crazy. They have a heavy hitter. Corey Engel is 5'2", but full of power. 11 home runs. And Lindsay Redmond, it has 8 home runs. She has 26 career home runs. Just between those two, that's 19 home runs between those two girls. Redmond is 17-0 on the mound, 180 Ks and 127 innings. 506 batters facing her career and only gave up 2 home runs. She has only allowed 2 hits in the playoffs, striking out 19. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. Farmville Central girls have been good all year. And they have won the games they were supposed to win all season long. And I think they keep it rolling. I think this is Farmville's year. I think they roll through. I think Farmville can take the whole 3A. I think Farmville gets the upset right here. It's going to be tough. McMichael's going to be good. They play good ball over there. But I like what Farmville has, and I got Farmville winning in a very, very close game. They just got to be able to touch up on Redmond and keep the heavy hitters inside the park, not outside the park. All right, sticking on the girls' side, we got one of the top teams in the state and nationally. The number 2 softball team in the state, DH Conley's number 1 seed, and they are hosting number 4 seed Cleveland. Cleveland is 19-2. They lost their first 2 games. The last game they lost was against Conley, 4-0, and since then, Cleveland has ran off with a 19-win streak. They got here by defeating Riverside 12-0, then defeated Purnell Sweat 5-0. Their whole lineup's hitting over 350. They got 7 girls hitting over 400. They're led by their senior Carson Huckety, 4-year starter, career batting average of 434, 14 career home runs, and it's not just her. She's got a slew of girls. She's also 8-1 on the mound with a 1.08 ERA. She has 1 no-hitter on the year. She has 155 Ks and 78 innings. She has 395 career strikeouts. She's a dog. In the first game they played, she had 17 Ks, but gave up 5 hits and 2 earned runs, and Conley ran away with it. Like I said, Conley's the number 2 team in the state for a reason. Number 20 in the nation for a reason. They're led by Lena Surface, career batting average of 481. She has 7 home runs as well. Also, Kendall Howard Jr., pitcher, 19-1 record, .68 ERA, 277 Ks and 133 innings pitched, and a .094 opponent batting average for the career. I'm going to keep this one very simple. I'm going with Conley. I'm going with the number 2 team in the state. Add in the home field advantage. Add in the pitcher. Add in the hitters. Add in the recent history of these 2 teams matching up. I see Conley getting away. I don't think it's an easy game. I don't think Conley blows them out. I see another 5-1, 4-0 game right here. But I got Conley advancing to the Eastern Regional Finals. All right, let's get to the baseball side. We got number one seed Ayden-Grifton in 3A. They're hosting Whiteville, who Whiteville is, Whiteville is number 4 seed. They're 17-6. They defeated Providence Grove, number 13 seed, 3-2. They defeated West Blade in last round, who's number 5 seed, 6-3. Ayden-Grifton doesn't just beat teams. They pressure you for 7 innings. They have pitching. They have defense. They have timely hitting. They do everything well. They're very, 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 very well coached. I've seen this Ayden-Grifton team a lot. They're rowdy. They're chippy. They love to feed off momentum. They got guys that can go yard. They got guys that can pitch. They got great defense. They got 6 players with the home runs. They got 9 guys with double-digit RBIs. And defensively, they got 13 double plays turned this season. This tells me one thing, man. They're disciplined. That usually leads to them being well coached. But hey, Whiteville has always been a powerhouse in the lower tier levels. Multi-state champion. Don't have it in front of me. They're like 9-time, 10-time, 11-time state champion. I just don't think it's the same Whiteville that we've been seeing last 2 or 3 years. They had a couple coaching changes, but they're still on an 8-game win streak. And guess what? They've already faced Ayden-Grifton once this year, and they lost 11-1. Ayden-Grifton did have their best pitcher pitching, Persinger, who struck out 11 that game. I don't think Persinger has the pitches to pitch this game. I don't know. He might have some innings left, but I think ultimately we see Bryson Williams here. And I think Bryson goes in and gives them what they need with the defense behind them. And I got Ayden-Grifton moving on. I think this should be a fairly None of these games are easy, but I think this should be a competitive game. But I think, I'm trying to say this without disrespecting Whiteville, I think Ayden-Grifton has this one in the bag. I think they're moving to the Eastern Regional Finals. All right, let's keep it moving. This team is built for a deep run. All right, up next, we got a big matchup. The number 12 team in the state versus number 14 team in the state. And when I say in the state, I'm talking about all the teams combined for the Max Barrett rankings. Number 2 seed South Central is 20-5, and they're hosting number 3, 19-5 Cardinal Gibbons. Now, this is interesting. Maybe the best pitcher in the state might be on Cardinal Gibbons. His name is Cam Tarkenton. He's a UNC commit. He's 10-0 on the season, 95 strikeouts, 4 walks all season. That is insane. But here's what you got to know. They have South Central has guys too. They just went 13 innings last game, but they still should have Chase White to start for South Central, who's 6-1, a 1.49 ERA, 71 Ks and 51 innings. Also leading the way for South Central is Kobe Jones, who's hitting .418, 30 RBIs, and 5 home runs. But Cardinal Gibbons can hit too. They got 5 big-time hitters that has 131 RBIs combined, 15 home runs in between them. They're 9-3 on the road. Man, this was really tough for me. This was really tough. I heard South Central might have a injury to a big-time bat that they got. But Chase White has to be lights out himself. We know what Cam Tankerton's going to bring. This game comes down to 1 inning, 1 mistake, 1 clutch at bat. Y'all not going to like me for this one. I'm going with Cardinal Gibbons. I'm going with the UNC commit. I think this is a toss-up. If South Central was pitching their best guy, Isaiah James, Duke commit, maybe I would have went South Central. If I knew everybody was healthy, maybe I would have went South Central. I hate taking this pick, but staying true to my roots and what I think, I'm taking Cardinal Gibbons to get to the Eastern Regional Finals. Now, let's look in the 2A ranks where we got the number 2 seed, Rosewood, 20-5. They're hosting number 3, 18-4 Hobbton. Rosewood is the highest seed left in the eastern side. And I think this team has a real shot at winning the state championship this year. They're a very experienced team. It's like 9 seniors that ball out. They play great together. They play great baseball. Hobbton, they're good. They defeated Gates County 8-2, defeat American Leadership 6-2. That's how they got there. They're 7-2 on the road. They got almost 9 guys hitting over 300. 9 guys with double-digit RBIs. They have no home run power. I think they got like 1 or 2 home runs the whole year. They are led by Aiden Lawson with a 415 average, 17 RBIs, 6 doubles, 1 triple. Hobson's pretty decent in the bullpen. Caden Martin should be starting. He's 9-2 on the season with a 1.36 ERA. I think this is going to be a good game. The key is going to be Martin pitching. He has given up 13 on runs, but a total of 28 total runs. That tells me Hobson's defense is not legit. They're giving up a lot of errors. They got to back up their pitcher, and for that reason alone, Rosewood is not going to give up them errors. Rosewood is very disciplined. Rosewood is very well coached. Rosewood is very, 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 very experienced. I got Rosewood advancing to the Eastern Regional Finals in the 2A. Next up in the 6A side, we got a very interesting matchup. Number one seed, JH Rose, who is 20-5 on the season, is hosting in the 4th round, number 12 seed, who is 15-12, Southern Alamance. JH Road is ranked number 8 in the whole North Carolina state. Southern Alamance defeated Western Harnett 12-0, defeated Southview 5-4, defeated Middle Creek 14-3. But listen up, they're 5-9 on the road, and they have to travel to Greenville. JX Rose is on a 6-game win streak. Alamance has 6 guys hitting over 300, but 7 guys with at least 2 home runs. So they have a little bit of power. Rose on the other side, sophomore, Haytham Al-Latifa, sorry if I said that wrong, guys, hits .309 with a 29 RBIs and 4 home runs, but their real guy, in my opinion, their leader senior, Josh Robertson, A&T commit, has been clutch all season, hitting over 400, 3 home runs. Brady Haston has been hitting very good, 377, 4 home runs. And the bullpen is deep. Rose is ready. Rose is ready for this run. Semo pitched last round, but they also got Robertson and Coates with at least 10 appearances, all three of them. All three pitchers are holding opponents to under 0.180 batting average. Sorry, I can't talk today. Semo pitched last game through only 56 pitches, so he still can go. But I expect to see Josh Robertson here and take care of business. And I don't think I need to talk about this one anymore. Rose advances to the Eastern Regional Finals. Another key obstacle to get to the state championships, which I think they do. I got Rose going all the way. We're going to revisit this conversation next week, but I got Rose going all the way, and this is just a road bump in the road. Go Rampants. All right, guys, it's time for our best matchup. Not too many people can say they're giving a prediction for the number one team in the state. Number one team in the state, DH Conley. Conley is number one team in the state for a reason, and they're number one seed. They're 23-2 on the season. They're facing number 5, 22-5, Holly Springs, who's ranked 22 in the state. And I still think Conley, with the rankings, is still underrated, if that's even possible. You know, I'll get to Conley. Let's go ahead and talk about Holly Springs. They are legit. They're a very good team. They got 8 home runs from Hodge Williams. Caleb Rim has been dominant on the mound. But then you just look at Conley, man, and they've just been so good everywhere. Conley is undefeated at home. They got 7 guys hitting over 300. Tucker Anderson, UNCW commit. Connor Berry, Campbell commit. Colton Newbern, East Carolina commit. Harrison Corey, UNC commit. Ethan Stewart, the sophomore sensation. He's got 6 home runs on the year. They have a lot. But I'm going to revisit Holly again. Holly Springs, they're led by Hodge Williams. He's hitting .438 with 27 RBIs, 8 home runs. And their pitcher, Caleb Ram, only pitched 51 pitches Tuesday. I think you're going to see him again. He'll probably be pitching again. He's 9-0 on the season with a 1.18 ERA. Their other pitcher, Noah Rose, their senior, is maxed out on pitching. He pitched as well. They barely got through the last round against Wake Forest, so they had to use both their pitchers. And like I said, the slew of guys that Conley has, I don't think nobody's going to be able to match it. They have star power. They have a complete lineup. They have a deep bullpen. They have power. They have contact. They have it all. I mean, let's look at Tucker Anderson, who's going to be on the mound for him as a senior. Tucker, he plays all the big games. He has 63 Ks in 27 innings. He's 7-0 on the year. Out of 326 batters he has faced in his career, he has given up 1 home run. He has never lost a game pitching on varsity. His last game he lost pitching was in 2023 when he was a freshman on JV. He has allowed more than 1 earned run 3 times in the last 2 years. Guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to paint the picture any more than what it is. I'm sure I'll be able to talk about Conley more. Pitt County has a great thing going on, and it's led by Conley. Conley will win this game. I got Conley winning this one. It's still going to be close. Holly Ridge is going to do what they do. But I got Conley winning 6-1, 6-2, advancing to the Eastern Regional Finals. And I touched on that Pitt County thing. Pitt County is doing major things right now. We just talked about number 1 seed softball team. We talked about Farmville still in it. We talked about the baseball side with South Central, DH Conley, number 1 seeds. DH Conley's number 2 seeds. South Central, number 2 seed. Conley, number 1 seed. JH Rose, number 1 seed. Ayden-Grifton, number 1 seed. They're playing good ball in Pitt County right now. Playing good ball in Pitt County. But also, Wayne County has Rosewood. Rosewood, keep going. Rosewood has a chance to make it in both softball and baseball, like both these teams. I'll be giving you updates on all the games as possible. Make sure you stay tuned in on Neuse Sports. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you can keep seeing videos like this. Once again, I'm Trey Scott, Neuse Sports. I'll see you next week.